Welcome to the Miracle Morning Mastermind, where we produce the next wave of executives, ring earners, and born CEOs, purpose driven entrepreneurs, influencers, and networkers. So today, I want to talk about the three I's, the three I's, um, the three daily I's to increase your income and your influence and impact as a leader. But those aren't the three I's. The three I's are daily icebreakers, daily invites, and daily intros. Daily icebreakers, daily invites, and daily intros. So what does that mean? This is like if you wanted the perfect flow of what 2 to 5 a day might look like. Remember the three I's, they all flow together kind of in order. So if I was brand new and in this country, for example, and I didn't even know anybody, and I wanted to become a consistent producer, a consistent recruiter, consistent performance club qualifier. I want to build a large organization starting from scratch. I could do it. I would become an executive director in 30 to 90 days from scratch, knowing what I know now and what I'm teaching you all now. How would I do it? Like, I was in a brand new country, didn't know anybody. How would I build a list of contacts, of warm contacts? How would I create a recruiting rhythm and start to staff my organization? Anybody interested in that? Being so masterful with this simple system that you can go anywhere on God's green earth and triple your worth. Because you can build a team, you can build a network. Anybody ready to master that skill? Put mastery in the chat. If you want to master the skills so that you could go anywhere, anytime, and build a whole new market, any city, and have a constant flow of new recruits coming in, new prospects and new recruits. Okay, so these three I's are the key. So daily icebreakers, that means you're breaking the ice with at least 2 to 5 new people per day, for example. You have a rhythm for breaking the ice. Now, when somebody comes on board and they already have a network of friends and family, they don't always have to, they don't start with breaking the ice because they already have a list of people that they've broken the ice with, the people they're in touch with on a regular basis. They already have warm relationships. So we start with those they have a warm relationship with first, and then they start breaking the ice with 2 to 5 new people a day, which answers the question that everybody has: what do I do when I run out of people? Ooh, like all the people in the world might disappear. That's how I used to feel when before I understood the three I's. It was like, wait a minute, the only people who exist are the people in my phone. And once I've called all of them, there are no more people on the planet. And what's going to happen to my business, right? I know I'm not the only one that had some version of that concern. What do I do when I run out of people? And it's important to have an answer for that for yourself, but also for your prospects, because that's one of the things that keep them from joining the business. By the way, I posted something on my Facebook last night that dropped on my spirit. You know, if y'all don't know, you know, a lot of people, they're watching the news, which I don't really watch. I get my news secondhand, third hand, fourth hand, because it's usually nothing. It's very negative driven because, you know, people respond to that. People respond more to, you know, Jerry Springer, negative content, drama, because it gets an emotional charge. So it gets more of a rise out of people than positive content. like Jim Rohn, personal development, etc. So one of the things that changed my life is when I gave up television and plugging into the negative news. There's enough people plugged in that I don't miss anything. It'll, you know, I'll see it. Somebody will say something. I'll catch on somehow. But before I qualified executive director, probably should share this more often. Um, I gave up TV. I gave up TV time because when I did an assessment of my time and my purpose, my goals, and how I was using my time, I saw that most of my time was unaccounted for. It was idle when I wasn't at work or wasn't in school in class. I had a lot of time that wasn't accounted for. It certainly wasn't producing any passive residual income. And I realized that my idle time was being mostly, by default, it turned into entertainment or leisure time. And I got to the point where being broke was not entertaining. it wasn't. It was. It wasn't very entertaining anymore. And so, but creating passive income and residual income and growing my skills started to become very entertaining for me. In fact, it started becoming more entertaining than watching TV. And I enjoy TV. I enjoy movies. We had a big shelf. We had all these crates, like 14 from top to bottom and 14 from left to right. We had crates full of VHS tapes, videotapes growing up. You know, my dad loved movies, so I'm a movie person. So it was a sacrifice, but it wasn't like, oh man, I'm punishing myself. No, I'm not punishing myself by giving up idle time that wasn't moving me towards my goals and dreams. I wasn't punishing myself by reducing that time. I was rewarding myself by increasing productive time that was leading to my goals and dreams. And I found out that living my dreams, pursuing my dreams, is actually more entertaining than watching other people live theirs on TV. I'm gonna say that again. And y'all probably discovered this already for yourselves, but I discovered that pursuing my own dreams, including the ups and downs that come along with that. You know, the movies we watch, the entertainment we watch, it has drama, it has ups and downs. And so we enjoy that. We're entertained by ups and downs. And if I can be entertained by the ups and downs I'm watching in a sports game, the ups and downs I'm watching in an action movie, the ups and downs I'm watching in a romantic comedy or a comedy, you know, whatever, drama, a TV series, The Hook, that's all drama. And it's exciting drama. And I learned that I have my own drama to get excited about, pursuing my own goals and dreams. And I learned to find more entertainment value in my own journey in pursuit of my goals and dreams than watching other people live their goals and dreams on TV or social media. So I don't even remember how I got on that, but the first I in the three daily I's is icebreakers. So, for example, one of my favorite icebreakers is Facebook. I have a Facebook account. When I first when I first learned about it, I was not interested in it at all. But it started connecting me with people. You see, I wasn't interested in letting social media use me, and that's why I wasn't interested in social media. But I became interested in social media when I realized that how I can use it to move towards my goals and dreams. Now I'm using social media instead of letting social media use me. For those who ever struggled with, I don't like social media. So anyway, I've recruited uh, hundreds of people now from social media because of the first I. The first I is icebreakers. Icebreakers is not a presentation. It's not an exposure. It doesn't have anything to do with your business. It just has to do with warming up the relationship, forming a relationship. So if I was brand new in a city, didn't know anybody, um, and I wanted to start building a network of people, the first thing I'm going to do is develop my network of people by icebreakers. How can I meet people in person? How can I add people on social media, connect with them? And how can I break the ice by forming a relationship? FORM. Now, forming a relationship, that acronym stands for family, which means getting to know about each other's family. If I'm forming a relationship with you, or we have a relationship, um, the way we turn a relationship from cold to warm, the reason why it's cold is because we don't know anything about each other's family. That's the F. It's cold because we don't know anything about each other's occupation. That's the O, occupational journey. Oh, what do you do? What'd you do before that? What'd you do before that? How'd you come to start doing that for work, professionally, or whatever it is you do? We don't know enough about each other's R, recreation. What do you enjoy for fun? And what would you enjoy more of if you had the time and money, right? Friends know that about each other. The reason why the relationship is cold is because we don't know that about each other. And then M is motivation. We don't know what gets you going. We don't know that about each other. What gets you going? What are your dreams? What are your goals? You know, what's important to you? Who's important to you that motivates you to get up and produce? So if those are the four reasons, four of the main reasons, the relationship is cold, then the opposite is true. The way you warm up the relationship is by form. Get to know those four things about each other. And now you just took somebody from stranger to friend. And that's what the icebreaker is all about. It's not about business. It's just about growing your network of friends, whether they're casual friends, casual acquaintances, whatever you choose to call them. I'm using the term friends loosely, but warm relationships of people who get to know you, like you, and trust you. And if you're strategic with how you present yourself and you're developing yourself and your character and your personal development in every area of your life, watch this, you all. This is a bonus. If you're committed to personal development in every area of your life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physical health, financial, career, relationships, right, socially, ethically, the billionaire Paul J. Meyer taught us the wheel of life. You could probably find it on Google, Paul J. Meyer, Wheel of Life. If you're committed to growing in all those areas of your life and people can see you committed to personal development, you become an inspiration. You're not just some average person. You're actually becoming known as a respected person in the community. You're being known as the person that is inspiring, that's growing, that you're raising the bar. When I get around you, my life improves. When I go to your social media, I could see how you are growing in every area of your life and developing and improving. That's the word I'm looking for. I can see how you're improving in every area of your life. Now you're not just becoming somebody that I know, but you're becoming an influencer in the community. And when you live a lifestyle of personal development consistently over time and publicly, people can see your growth in the community. The people closest to you can see your growth and your transformation, and they can see where you used to be and look at where you are now, how you used to talk, and look at how you talk now, how you used to dress, and look at how you dress now, how you used to travel and how you travel now, how you used to design your lifestyle and how you design a lifestyle now, how you used to treat people and how you treat people now. You're maybe how your core values used to be and your character used to be and how your character is now, how your self-discipline used to be and how your self-discipline is now. Um, how knowledgeable you used to be versus how knowledgeable you are now, how skillful you used to be versus how skillful you are now, how confident you used to be versus how confident you are now. All those things start to show up in your life just by doing those little things every day that improve your life. Now, mind you, I haven't said anything about prospecting or recruiting yet. I haven't said anything about talking about your business or your service or your product. I'm just talking about building your network organically. This is how you become an influencer organically. Organically. I can't wait to hear you all. We are taking away from this the most, what's hitting you the most today. Okay, so that's the first I, icebreakers. The second I, invites. This is when you now invite them to look at the project you're working on. You invite them to look at a presentation. You're inviting them, which means you're scheduling an appointment. Would you be willing to give me your feedback on the project I'm working on and let me know who you think I can help? Oh, sure. Hey, you're a professional. Are you ever open to networking opportunities to see how we could refer business to each other potentially? Yeah, I'd be open to that. Great. Let me invite you to my next networking event. Let me connect you with my colleague to invite you to the next networking event. That's what leads to the third I, which is intro, introducing someone, introducing them to someone else. If you caught that phrase, I said, Marcus, I found your business card here at a local restaurant, and I host networking events, or my colleague hosts networking events. Would you ever, do you ever benefit from attending a networking event to promote what you do and see how we might be able to refer business to each other? Marcus says, yes. I said, great. I'm going to send you some information and connect you with one of my event coordinators to confirm you for the next event. Did y'all catch that language? That's the language of an intro. That was a networking approach, which led me from breaking the ice to inviting to an intro, a three-way intro, which is where the big money happens in a three-way intro. Or if I'm sharing with somebody about the work from home opportunity, like last night, I was at a restaurant, complimented the cashier, said, who do you know who's looking for work from home opportunities? She said, me. I said, perfect, I'll shoot you some information and connect you with somebody. She said, okay. Took her contact information, sent her a text message with the link. Great meeting you. Hart, her name was Hart. Great meeting you. I'm gonna send you some information. Here's a video, and I'll connect you with somebody. So that's it. Today I'm gonna do her three-way intro. But those are the three I's: icebreakers, which lead to invites, which lead to three-way intros. All right, let's hear from you all. What was most impactful for you? What did you take away? And what are you gonna implement? Or maybe you have a question.
I'll go, Coach.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Laverne Moore out of Missouri City, Texas. I am an executive director and an executive director maker. I always love hearing, and I'm on the Pam Carnes team. I always love hearing the three daily, not that you always put it this way, but it's always part of our training, the three daily I's. Because for me, sometimes I do talk to a lot of people, and sometimes I can just go dive straight in on the invite and the intro. So to remind myself, for you to remind us that it's about warming up some of the relationships. And especially for me on Facebook, some people, once I see what they do on their page, for instance, because I am in the dance community, some people I'll just go straight in and just invite them to something. But there are a lot of other people that I only see on Facebook, and in the group that I don't know. So I definitely do have to start with forming that relationship before I just invite. Because also, when I do post different events on my page, it doesn't mean that everyone sees it. So I do need to warm up that relationship before I invite some of them directly. So thank you for this reminder and the training. Yeah.
So
So
good.
thank you. And then also another reminder for me is because sometimes I believe my drive through is full or is stopped, because sometimes I do not do a three-way text like I should. And then when I stop doing that, I don't make the phone calls, the three phone calls like I should. So to be reminded of those, especially number one and number three. I don't have a problem inviting, but I need to remember and practice one and three. So thank you again, Coach, for this.
So good. Who can relate to that? Let's unmute, make some noise for Miss Laverne Moore. Whoop,
Whoop,
whoop.
whoop.
Miss
Laverne
Laverne.
Warren. That's
Whoop,
right.
whoop. And that language that I'm using with the three I's is step 10 in the game plan checklist. What I'm teaching you right now is step 10 in the game plan checklist. When y'all read it again, it's going to mean something completely different after this conversation. Miss Jefferson, were you about to go?
Yes, I'm Ellen Jefferson in Washington, D.C. I'm on the Boone team. I'm an executive director and an executive director maker. This is such a timely lesson. I have scheduled a coffee with someone I met last week, just in passing. I went to see a client, financial services client, and she complimented my outfit, and we found out that we have a lot in common. So this concept of form, of family, occupation, recreation, and motivation, that's so timely. And I'm going to incorporate that in my discussion with her. And I'm going to send her the sizzle before I get there, and then watch the video with her and incorporate the introduction to Mr. Boone or to you, whoever's available afterwards. But this is perfect. Thank you so much.
So good. Let's show some love for Miss Ellen Jefferson. Whoop, whoop.
Yes, Miss Ellen.
Jefferson, that's it.
Yes, indeed.
Very good. Very good.
Another tip for icebreakers is when I'm meeting new people, um, I'm always looking for people who are easy to compliment, either because they dress sharp or they've got a nice car or something, and people who have great customer service. Those are my two go-tos for compliments, genuine compliments, and that helps me break the ice and start to form a relationship. Was there one more? One more person?
Coach, I'll go. This is Alice from Albany, Georgia. I am a executive director and an executive director maker on the Bell Power team. This call right here was great for me because Saturday night I went to small networking group of people is exchanging mugs, and it was fun and exciting. And we went to this cafe called the Morning Cafe. Well, last night I went to a Bible study group at the same cafe and met the same people, and it was so exciting because I got the icebreaker out the way Saturday night, and last night it was easier to invite, and I'm changing my networking event from where I was doing it to this cafe because it's small, inviting, and it just makes you feel good. So these group of people are going to meet with me Thursday night. So I just wanted to say that.
That's major. Congratulations. Let's unmute, make some noise for Miss Alice Johnson. Woo woo.
Yes, that
All
is
right.
major.
Johnson.
Excellent.
Amen.
Excellent. Yeah.
Yes,
Congratulations.
ma'am.
Did Miss Johnson get her whoop whoops?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, my signal went out. All right, family, let's go practice the three daily I's. Make it a part of your new lifestyle. Make it fun. Make it a game. It doesn't have to take a lot of time. You can do it in minutes. My favorite icebreaker right now is Facebook tells me whose birthday it is. So I just say happy birthday. And then I say long time no speak, or how you been, or I'm trying to remember how we met, how you and your family. Or my favorite question now is what's new in your life, family, and business these days? What's new in your life, family, and business these days? And that starts the process of me forming a relationship with 2 to 5 new people a day. It takes seconds to send that message. And now I have more people to invite later and do a 3-way intro with. Have a great day, everybody. Love you all. ED equals.
Thank you
Every
every day.
Every
day.
day.
Every day.
What time is it?
Ring
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 time.
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 All right. Have a great day, everybody. Platinum.